The beginning of Gorbachev to the beginning of Yeltsin, with Steve, Troy, Adam, Dmitry, and Peter. And it takes place in Russia. After Yuri Andropov died in 1984, the leadership of the Soviet Union faced a dramatic choice. Should the next leader be the young, eccentric Mikhail Gorbachev, or the older generation, Konstantin Chernenko? They chose the older generation, but he was only a leader for 1 year before he died in 1984 to 1985. In 1985, Mikhail Gorbachev took power. He was committed to communism but wanted to reform efficiencies in government and economy. Gorbachev believed that the nation's poor economy was the most important threat to the USSR. He proposed a two-part plan. 1. Glasnost, which means openness, which means ease, censorship, and encourage people to discuss publicly the country's problem. And 2. Perestroika, which was an economic and government reconstructing. Gorbachev also renounced the Brezhnev Doctrine, meaning the Soviet Union would no longer intervene in Warsaw Pact countries. He also signed arms control treaties with the U.S. These changes brought economic turmoil. Food shortages grew worse and prices soared. Boris Yeltsin wanted even more radical changes. Yeltsin began his career as Gorbachev's protege in 1985. He was appointed a Communist Party position. Then he was given a seat to the Politburo, the highest governing body in the USSR. Soon he became Gorbachev's enemy and was thrown out of the Politburo. Gorbachev tries to keep Yeltsin out of politics, but perestroika has changed the rules of Soviet politics and public opinion is now a factor. Yeltsin is popular and is elected to various positions. In 1989, Gorbachev ends the war with Afghanistan by pulling his troops out. Hardline communists were suspicious of Gorbachev, and in August of 1991, they staged an unsuccessful coup d'etat by arresting Gorbachev and holding him hostage for 3 days. This was unsuccessful because it led to Boris Yeltsin, now the president of the Soviet Republic of Russia. The Soviet Union then dissolved or corroded in a place where 15 independent states. As president of the Russian Federation, Boris Yeltsin faced many of the same problems as the leader of Soviet Union. A region in southern Russia known as Chechnya attempted to break the Russian Federation in 1994 to 1996. Yeltsin ordered troops to capture the capital city of Grozny and put an end to the rebellion. In 1999, Yeltsin faced impeachment but survived. Later that year, he stepped down or abdicated and appointed Vladimir Putin interim president. The end.